Right then, 8 pounds didn't go very far, but I got this whole corridor here down to the water. As you can see, grass seed on there, pretty heavy. And then I was able to migrate over this way, and I started working this way down the hill, as you can see. And I got all the way down to about level with this tree, these trees right here, and then I'm out. So most definitely, depending on how this germinates and grows and sprouts and all that other good stuff, I'm definitely I'm gonna get the big bag. Yeah, which is about 160, 170 bucks, and do the rest of the yard with that stuff. Yeah. Now, while I was out here spreading grass seed, I discovered something. I have mushrooms growing that are very elusive. I found black trumpets in my yard. Yep, right here. Yep. 3 clumps of black trumpets. Yep, growing off of this oak tree. That's an oak tree. Yeah. So they are mycorrhizal. Here's another clump over here. Yep. Here's some more coming up right here. Yeah. All the way around the, no, I shouldn't say all the way around because I don't see any over here. But, dang, man. Yeah, look at this. It's like a fairy ring. So here's some just starting to come out. More right here, here. Here's a little clump right here, here. Now, I've never harvested or consumed black trumpet mushrooms before, partly because I've never really found them or found them easily. I'm gonna check. That's a maple tree. I don't think there's gonna be any under there. But I have another oak there and there. So let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Man, if these things would just get their asses up out of the ground bigger, like I've seen in pictures and videos where they're standing up 2 inches and they're good size, you know. It'd be worth harvesting them to eat. But those little things, yeah, by the time you fry them, they're gone. Yeah. But so I got some, I might end up having a whole black trumpet patch in my whole entire yard. How cool would that be? And now you combine it. Thought I saw some more. You combine it down the road with other species I plan on cultivating and growing here. Here's another one. Look at this little clump. This is a pine. Yeah. These things could end up just scattered all over the yard in little clumps. And if they turn into anything as far as size-wise, then it's worth harvesting and consuming. But if they just stay little tiny little things like that, no. Let's look down here by this oak in this scrubby area once. See if we see anything. Still got the remnants of her tchotchke gardens with chunks of brick and what the hell? kind of mental disorder causes a person to think, oh, what do we got here? So these are boletes. Oh, no, they're not. What in the heck species is that? Look at that. Yeah. I'm going to call that the feces mushroom. Those look like cat turds. No idea what that is. Never seen it before. But it's gilled. Yeah. That's straight up crazy. Yeah. Got a little clump of them growing here. Let's put them back. Maybe that'll manifest into something and it'll possibly be edible once I do some research. I'll tell you what, there's no mistaking that one with those cat turd stalks like that. Yeah. What's going to be cool is in the fall. The rainy season comes in around autumn, you know, and stomping around in this yard just to see what's here. It's all natural, right? The lady that lived here for the last 5 years didn't use any herbicides or anything, didn't try to grow a lawn. This is just growing wild, essentially. Didn't even try to grow a lawn. So mushrooms like that don't get killed by any herbicides, and you never know what you'll find. But pretty cool score, whatever those things were. And then black trumpets in my own yard. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, the rain is lightening up. I think I'm going to sit on the porch and burn one down and formulate a game plan how to proceed this afternoon. It's like 1, 2 in the afternoon already. I did take a nice schnoozle for about 3 hours this morning while it was downpouring. Oh, look at this. By the campfire. Now that is not black trumpet. That's something else. Yeah, much more firm. I don't know what these are. Way cool. Then of course I got the remnants of the chicken of the woods that never got very big. I did see on my travels Thursday or Friday a monster flush of chicken of the woods. It was huge clumps. But of course I don't really like that mushroom as an edible, so I just admired it from a distance and kept going on my way. I did see a bunch of oysters too, oyster mushrooms, but I didn't get those either. I was like, nah, F it. I would have had to go down into a mosquito infested boggy area to grab them, and it was on a pretty well populated road. I didn't want to draw attention to myself and anything like that, so yeah, I just left them be. But yeah, just doing a little mushroom walk here through the yard, seeing all kinds of her tchotchke bullshit garbage laying around. But yeah, looking for shrooms. I'm gonna get a hold of Rob next time I see him out and about. He lives right across the road over there. He's got approximately 200 acres over there of woods, and I'm gonna get permission from him to stomp around in his woods, both for grouse hunting and mushroom hunting. Yep. Just taking a little mycological stroll. Oh, I gotta cut grass. all my crabgrass is growing rather nicely. Yeah. If I keep it trimmed down low, it doesn't really look like crabgrass. It kind of looks nice, doesn't it? It's when you let it go and it starts spreading out like a crab that it doesn't look so good. Just like these border flower beds that she built in here. Just no rhyme or reason. All right, so remember, I don't know if you remember watching videos when I was talking about mushrooms a while back and black trumpets. Oh, and I was morel hunting with the DDC. I said black trumpets are usually found in mossy areas, just like this. That's an oak tree. So, if the spores from those black trumpets down below reached this far, there should be black trumpets under this guy as well. And I don't see any. Yeah. They're kind of obvious when you see them. Yeah. It almost looks like you're walking up on a clump of dog shit. You know, a black, dark clump of dog shit on the ground. Or a pine cone. And, yeah. And then you walk up and there's these little trumpets sticking up out of the ground. It's pretty cool. Yep. All right. Time to go back in the house and formulate a game plan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep working on the trim in the bedroom. Taking a walk down Rob's driveway here. Looking for shrooms. Work on the trim in the bedroom. And I'm also going to build the, I'm going to start working on that elk antler display. Yeah. Yep. Nothing to see here. I don't want to walk in too far in case he's got cameras and he doesn't recognize me, you know. We're not really friends yet. He did come over and talk and introduce himself when I first moved in here. But outside of that, no. So, but yeah, I think I'll put together a game plan for the evening. Doesn't look like Mia's going anywhere. Yeah, she's repeatedly said that. So I guess I'm not very high on her importance list. Trust me, I'm paying attention to this. Yep. I'm paying attention to behaviors, effort, the level of effort that she puts into us. If she's just going to be lukewarm, kind of like a pen pal kind of sort of thing, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm questing to find a live-in nymphomaniac life partner. No. But I am questing for a life partner, so live-in. So if she's not going to step up and meet requirements, and she said this herself, well, if you're not happy, find somebody else. Careful what you wish for, lady. Literally the best thing that ever happened to you. I'm literally the best thing that ever happened to all of them. Yeah. Yep. And they are aware of it. And I am fully aware of it. So, anyway, that's enough bragging. Let's see, how does my scrub line look that I trimmed with the hedge trimmer? Looks pretty good. Yeah. Drive through there with a lawnmower now, with the tractor. I got to keep working on the crabgrass and the weeds with the vinegar solution. Yeah, that's for sure. I think I'm going to do something different. I saw one guy on YouTube do it. A lot of the killing power from that formula comes from the salt. You know how you put salt on your sidewalks in the winter for de-icer, and in the spring you find out it killed your grass? Yeah. I think a lot of the power, the killing power, comes from the salt. Well, when you mix up the tank and you just pour that dry salt in there, it doesn't really get a chance to dissolve. So your salt concentration is not very high. And as a result, I think the killing power could be stronger if I pre-dissolved the salt. So I think in future batches I'm going to get a small kettle, and I'm really happy with this rock glue. Look at this. This is where it would all wash. You can see it, the riverbed. And it's all stayed put, and there is nothing except water on the patio, except for a little bit creeping out here. That's another thing. My gallon jug of glue is sitting at Home Depot right now. And I don't plan on driving to Wausau anytime soon. Yeah. Sure, it'd be nice if Mia would come up to hang out. And since she's literally got to drive right by Wausau to get up here, she could stop and get it for me. No. All right. I don't remember what I was saying, but we're going to go in and formulate a game plan. I did manage to get the grass seed down. I just hope, actually, that it keeps sprinkling like it has been. Not heavy. I'll show you what happens if I get a little too much rain. Yeah, that was happening there for a while. There was water running down the stream bed. And look at here. You see how it's all piled up? And there's nothing, it washed out. So I don't want that happening. So just a gentle sprinkle, spritzing kind of rain, just to water it in so it germinates fast. That would be a good thing. But the conditions right now are just too perfect to pass it up. So we got her done, and fingers crossed there's no downpour and it all washes into the lake. And definitely once I figure out funding, I will buy that whole great big 100-pound bag of the stuff, and I'll reseed everything. So talk to you soon.